श्री शशि थरूर जी,
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry to say that overseas investors have pulled out a net 1,14,856 crores from the Indian markets in the current year so far. Foreign portfolio investors have sold domestic equities worth 48,261 crores, sir. And this is the sixth straight month that foreign institutional investors have withdrawn from their positions in the Indian equity market, a trend which may unfortunately be exacerbated by the US interest rate hikes and the commodity price hikes, particularly of crude oil. Would the Honourable Minister, care to explain the worrying trend of steadily declining investment by foreign portfolio investors in our country, and whether the government is taking any measures to rectify this current trend in the market? What specific thing can be done to reverse something which has been steadily worsening for 6 months, sir? It's a very serious question about the investment in our country that we need for our economy to grow. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि जब से मोदी सरकार आई है, निश्चित तौर से देश में निवेश बढ़ाने के तमाम उपाय किए गए हैं। पूंजीगत व्यय में वृद्धि की गई है। आईबीसी कोड लाकर के बैंकों की स्थिति को सुधारने का प्रयास किया गया। देश में जो तमाम प्रकार की कर व्यवस्था थी, इसको समाप्त करके जीएसटी एक्ट लाया गया, पीएलआई स्कीम लाया गया, श्रम कानूनों को सरलीकरण किया गया, कारपोरेट टैक्स में कमी आई, ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस में हमने 80 पायदान छलांग लगाया। इससे कहीं ना कहीं निवेश भारत में बढ़ रहा है।
माननीय मंत्री जी।
So investments will have to be gauged not just by FP. No. Please listen, huh? Please listen. Sir, investments will have to be gauged not just by looking at FIIs and FPIs, which by very nature depend on the interest rates, and also they keep moving up and down. I'm sure senior member who's held positions abroad will understand that FIIs and FPIs can be very tempted by interest rates elsewhere and prospects anywhere else as well. But, sir, why is it that when I stand up to answer, there is always this temptation to have a running commentary? Can I appeal through you that even learned members like Professor Saugata Roy never ever forgets that he will have to listen. He never forgets that he has to obstruct the minister when she gives an answer. I wish he gets up and asks a clarification after I finish, rather than have small-time satisfactions of interrupting me. So kindly, sir, through you I request him to listen to my answer, and after which he is very welcome, if with your permission, to ask a question or a clarification. I have not finished yet, sir. So FPIs and FIIs are obviously going to be very typical of their very nature, coming in and going out. But what has got to be looked at, and with fairness and objectivity, is the inflow of FDIs, which is remaining unabated. And India is the highest receiver of FDI since before COVID, and that continues during COVID, in fact continues very much significantly during COVID and subsequently also. It is that which indicates if the money which is coming in is staying invested in this country, thereby creating jobs and prospects for us, and not by indicating only the FIIs and FPIs. One last bit, sir. FIIs and FPIs may come and go, but today Indian retail investors have proven that even if they come and go, any shock that may come is now taken care of because of the shock absorbing capacity the Indian retailer has brought into Indian market. I think we as a house should stand up and appreciate the Indian retailer who's invested a lot of confidence in the stock markets today in India.